Sharisa Huffman here. Oh, hello everybody. I think it just now started. Sharisa Huffman here. I am so excited to bring you this training, Why You Aren't Getting Sales. This is a huge problem for a lot of people. They're just not understanding what they're doing wrong, and so they're kind of some people can hide their business under a rock, or they're just trying all these different methods that just aren't working, and they're feeling frustrated, broke, and confused. So if that's you, I want you to pay close attention all the way to the very end, because I'm going to give you some strategies for how you can actually increase your sales conversions, but also build rapport with people who have no idea who you are, and that in a way where they automatically want to buy from you by the time they get on the phone with you. You see, there's actually a little strategy that you can use to before you even talk to a prospect. There's a way that you can build rapport before you get on the phone, where when they're on the phone, there's a higher chance that they will buy. Now, a little bit about my story. I actually have been somebody who's been in direct sales for 7 years. I've felt extremely, trapped, confused, overwhelmed, all the common things that most people have. I started out in door-to-door sales. And, I was really good at doing door-to-door sales. However, it just wasn't a very sustainable business model. Not everybody wants to do door-to-door sales. It's really hard to get people to, to build a business that way. It's just really, and honestly, it's an old school type of way, very tiring, very exhausting. And, I did that for a very long time, and I trained a lot of people to do very well in door-to-door. However, I knew I always wanted something more. I wanted to, I felt that there had to be a better way than having to go bang on people's doors to make $100 or $200 or whatever, $500. There had to be an easier, more simpler way to get this done. So I found the internet. And as you can imagine, like most of you, my first experience on the internet was basically bombarded with a lot of information. It was just info product after info product after ebook, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to go. I was just like, this is so confusing. And I was like, I remember I would get an ebook, and I would be like, this is it. This is going to be the ebook that's going to give me all the information that I need, and it's really going to tell me what to do here, right? So I spent a lot of time trying to put websites together and, put a blog together. Never made it, didn't even blog on it, but spent a lot of time putting it together, right? Like some of you guys can relate to that. But I just spent a lot of my time, my precious time wasting on learning all this information before I actually flipped the switch, pulled the trigger, and said, okay, let's go, let's make sales. So even though I was really good at sales, it was like online, it was a lot of people getting stuck in this mindset. We try to do everything we can to avoid making sales. It's really interesting. So that was me. That was me for a long time. I did everything I could, not really knowing it. Of course, I wanted to make sales, but I found myself distracted by so many other things that were not income-producing activities, that were not getting the sale, right? So, after a lot of trial and error, I've realized what I was doing wrong. And so many of us are promoting our biz ops and spamming links to people, or if you have an email list, you're sending email after email after email that just says buy, and people are disengaging. And actually, when you do that, when you're just constantly wanting people to buy, or you're just constantly spamming your link, you're not giving it any value, and so people are not wanting to really engage with you. They're kind of ignoring you and acting like you don't exist, because they're afraid you're just going to tell them to buy something, and they don't know if what you're selling can really solve their problems. So you have to make this very clear. Okay, you have to make it very clear from the beginning, that you have value to offer, and that what they're about to purchase from you will be a solution to their problem. If you don't make that clear, it's going to be very hard for somebody to want to buy from you, right? I remember I was talking to this guy, I reached out to him, and And he was, sending out a lot of links in this Facebook group, and I just inboxed him. I said, "Hey there," I introduced myself, and I said, "I see we're both a part of, XYZ Facebook group, and it seems like you're getting into internet marketing, and I got a question for you. How are your sales conversions? Are you enrolling 2 to 4 people a day in your business?" And he was like, "Well, no, my upline teaches me, whatever to do. That's what my upline teaches me to do." And I was like, wow, okay. And, and I'm just seeing all he's doing is just spamming this link saying how great this company is, why you need to join, right? Without even offering, like, what solution is it, is it providing to what problem, so many people do this, and they can't be any more wrong. And basically what he said was, he was just like, well, my upline shows me what to do, and I'm totally fine. And I still see him. I'm still a part of that group, and I still see him spamming his links, and he's still at that same job that he's at that he hates, that he doesn't want to be at. But he's not going to admit that, right? Because he's got too much pride, and his upline told him what to do. So, so I'm just like, okay, all right. Clearly there is just this distorted, perspective on how you get customers. You think customers care about your company and how long it's been around and how many millionaires there are and how many, how many, times people will scratch your butt for you when you're feeling bad. You know what I mean? Like, nobody cares about that. They want to know, are you solving their problems, right? So, especially, for people that are just new and just starting out, right? You probably don't have a list. You probably, you probably have never really even talked to anybody about your product. Maybe some friends or family, and they've probably discouraged you. The best way to really, really go about this, right? If you really, really want to start building rapport and getting yourself out there, because this is what a lot of people I talk to say, I just want to get out there, Sharisa. Sharisa, how do I get out there, right? And honestly, this was something that I had struggled with for a long time too. I wasn't getting out there enough, and I wasn't letting people know the value that I had. I was doing everything manually. So you can imagine how slow that process is, how turtle slow that is. You know what I mean? It's just very, very, you got to talk to one person after one person after one person, and then after a while you just get so burnt out, you're just like, I can't do it, right? Whereas on, something like this, on a recording or a Google Hangout, I can actually give you a lot of value, and this is going to be replayed over and over and over and over again by thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people eventually, right? So the best way that you can get out there and really let people know what value it is that you bring is to first have something where you can send them, whether it's your own ebook. If you're brand new, you don't know about ebooks, maybe you don't know enough information, what you can do is something like what I'm doing now. You shoot a Google Hangout, okay? You should record yourself. It doesn't even have to be Google Hangout. It could be whatever it is that you want. Whatever you want. I don't care. Okay? Just get yourself in front of a camera. Okay? So if you were on a training, if you're on a webinar and you take really good notes and it's valuable and you felt the value and you implemented it and you're seeing results. Even if you're not seeing results, it's okay, because I know a lot of people get confused. Oh, wait. Well, I haven't done that yet. I haven't implemented. Blah 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 blah. Whatever. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. All you have to do is go watch a video on your specific topic in your niche, right? Take some notes, shoot a recording about it, send that to people. Send it to your list. When you don't have a list, the best way, there are people that are making 6-figure incomes monthly, just using Facebook, inboxing people through Facebook. Now, you might, and I have a lot of people. Oh my God, it's so annoying. So you have, I've done this too. I've done this too. Back when I didn't know anything, didn't know any better. Basically, I would just, there's a lot of people that will go in and they'll inbox somebody and say, hey, you look like a really cool person, It seems we have similar interests. I see you like the book Magic of Believing. I like that book too. What's your favorite part? Like, really? Like, I don't have time to sit here and go over Magic of Believing with you. Like, go write a review about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. Like, during the day and it's like afternoon and I'm trying to work and I'm busy, I don't have time to just sit there and I'm driving and you're getting me all swerving off the highway because I'm trying to text you about what I think about a book, right? You're not capturing my attention. You're irritating me. And I've done the same exact thing before. I've done this before, so I know exactly how it is, right? But the best thing you can do is go into specific Facebook groups. Maybe if your niche is, helping mothers, nursing mothers, transition into understanding how to care for their baby and themselves at the same time, okay? Or weight loss. You go into these particular groups, you start to engage with people that are in there, you look at what they're posting, okay? Very important. Look at the people that are most active, the most recently active people. Like, don't go to somebody that's like, back 3 years ago they asked a question and nobody responded, and then say, hey, I see you have this question. I mean, you can, but I mean, look at the people that are just now posting within the past couple of days or week or whatever, and join in on the conversation. Look at their problem and say, aha, okay, so I have a solution for this. If you're solving a problem of learning how to market and you have you can teach people how to do sales, like you have a system that you're reselling, like how like we do with Empower Network, you can if you have a system that is helping people with, two of the biggest problems, learning how to market, learning how to sell, you can go into their inbox and say, hey, Abby, I see we're both a part of XYZ Facebook group. I happen to see your post about you're struggling getting leads or you're struggling with your sales conversions. I have a few suggestions onto how I can help. Are you open? Okay. Now, 9 times out of 10, if somebody's really struggling and they're laser focused and they're like, I'm going to get my business going no matter what, they're going to respond with, yes, please help me. Please help me, Sharisa, or whatever your name is. They're going to ask for your help. Excuse me. They're going to ask for your help. They're going to want your help. They're going to beg for your help, right? Your main intention, right, is to think about it like this, right? You should have a process for this, okay? Think about when you go into the doctor's office, right? And you have, if you're a new patient, you have to fill out paperwork. You have to say, have you been pregnant? Have you ever had surgery? Have you ever had this? Have you ever had that? And the nurse takes it, then she's going to take you to get your blood pressure and your weight and all this other stuff so they can kind of see where you're starting at and all this stuff. So they're getting some, they're asking questions so that they can, diagnose you, especially if you're going to be diagnosed with something, if you're having symptoms or something. They're going to ask you what the symptoms are, then they're going to take you through a little process and then diagnose you. Make sense? So, so think about this. Think about it like this. You're in the doctor's office, got the paperwork, you're filling it out, you get to the doctor. Now, he already has all this information about you, right? He has all the information. He's not asking you, have you been pregnant? How many times? How have you had surgery? What, does your butt, freaking twitch? He already knows this. He knows these things, right? His job then, when you get to doctor, is to diagnose your issues, to diagnose your problems. So if you think about when you're inboxing people and you're looking for customers, right? You're looking to go after people and you're wanting to let them know you have value. You want to first ask them what their symptoms are. Ask them what is going on. I understand you're having XYZ problem. I have a few suggestions as to how I can help. You let them respond, and then you say, okay, say if it's, getting leads or making sales. Okay, I'm having issue getting sales conversions. Okay. I'm having an issue getting sales, so, you know, you can come back with, okay, great. Well, I had this really great training that I did. It's, you know, about 45 minutes, and it actually is going to teach you how to get more sales. I'm going to send it to you. Here's the link for it. Go there, fill out your name and email address. Let me know when you're done. Okay. So you're giving them instructions. You're getting little commitments from them, which is important. Dave Wood talks about getting people to make smaller commitments will lead up to them making bigger commitments, right? That's why, you know, the Empower Network is so successful. You come in for $25 and you're able to get access to this whole system, right? Where you can learn how to blog, you can learn how to market, you can learn how to sell, right? It's important, right? So, let me take some water. Get dehydrated really easy. So, so basically, dang, I hate when I lose my train of thought. Does it ever happen to you? So, okay, back to what I was saying. So your intention is to get before you even get on the phone. Your intention is to get them on the phone. Yes, you want them on the phone. However, if they don't watch your video, if they don't listen to your training, they are not qualified to talk to you. Do you understand? They're not qualified. Don't do it. Just don't do it. They are not allowed to talk to you. Okay? And let me tell you why. Because when you get them on the phone and all you say is, hey, you know, I see you have some problems. I see you're having XYZ problem. I have a few suggestions as to how I can help. And then they tell you, and you say, okay, great. Well, when's a good time that we can talk? And they, you know, Friday at 12, or if I have Friday at 12 p.m. Central or 2 p.m. Central, which works best for you, right? You give them some options. Oh, I think 2 p.m. works best. Okay, great. Well, that all sounds great. You booked a phone call. You will book phone calls, right? You will get people who will want to get on the phone with you because they're like desperate. They're like doing whatever they can to make sure that they get what they need, the information they need, so they can move forward in their business because they need to make money. They'll get on the phone call with you, but there's a huge chance they may not buy from you. A huge chance. Probably like 2 out of 10 people may buy from you at that point, right? And the reason is because they don't know you, right? They haven't built up enough know like and trust factor for them to say, aha, this person really provides value. When they get on the phone, and when you get on the phone with them, they're not like guru here. They're just like some weird person who's, you know, claiming that they know my issues, you know what I mean? But, you know, I'm not so sure about it, but I'll just get on the phone with them anyways, you know what I mean? And what'll happen is, too, a lot of times, I would say about 5 out of 10, 5 out of 10 of the people that you do set up these phone calls with will reschedule on you. They will reschedule. They will cancel or reschedule. Oh, hey, something just came up. Can we do tomorrow at 2? And then they're back in control, right? Because they don't respect you enough or know you enough to consider you their expert. Huge problem. Huge. Right? So it's so important that you get your ass in front of a camera and you really start to give some value, you know, offer a solution in a video and a little training. Give that to people first. Make sure they watch it before they get on the phone with you, because I guarantee you will have higher sales, right? You will have higher sales conversions. It's proven. It's proven. You have to have something where they feel like that they know you. Right? They have to feel like they know you. If they don't feel like that they know you, guess what? They're not going to buy from you. And then, you're probably, if you don't, have something in place where you're, having them opt in first before they've, meet you and, get something of value like a video or audio where they can meet you. They need to at least know you for about 30 minutes. They need to get to, at least a 30 to 45 minute audio where they can get to know and feel you and feel your energy and say, wow, this person is really, really delivering exactly what I need, right? And then by the time you're on the phone, it's like, it's Laydownsville, right? So, That's how you do it. You have to have, do not think that you can just message people on Facebook without introducing yourself properly. And I'm not talking about some lame ass YouTube video that says, "Hi, my name's Marge, and it's so wonderful to meet you. Welcome to my Facebook page, or welcome to my YouTube channel. We're gonna, skip through fields of daisies and live happily ever after together if you buy my crap," right? No. Whack, right? Offer value, and it needs to make a punch. You need to let people know what your personality is like. They need to feel you. They just need to know that when they need to be excited. They need to be excited to get on the phone with you because you're an exciting person. You're somebody that just brings it. You know what I'm saying? You got to bring it, right? So that's that. So that's what you have to do as far as, inbox messaging people. Make sure that you have that set up. Make sure you have a good follow-up system set up, something of value to offer. And then also going into the follow-up system, that's a bit of a different conversation. I'm really just going to focus on actually just getting people, getting the sale, getting people to build rapport with you, and keeping people on the line. But that'll be another video that I'll shoot as far as like follow-up series and stuff like that. Anyways, so the next thing is when you get on the phone with people, right? When you get on the phone with them, it's very important that you understand that this is not a conversation to, give a whole bunch of value and solutions all up front without understanding what their issue is. Excuse me. And let me tell you what I mean by that. Do not go into this strategy call, prospecting call, whatever you want to call it. Don't go into that thinking that you're just going to give all this stuff and they're going to buy from you, because that ain't how it's going to happen. You have to listen. And the best question that you can ask is, starting off the conversation, "Hey, how's it going? Great to speak with you today. I'm going to go ahead and jump right in so that I can really get to, I want to, excuse me. I want to go ahead and let's jump right in, do a little small talk, whatever. How are you? Great. Nice to meet you. Whatever. Don't get it too far off in that, okay? Stay focused. So let's go ahead and jump right in, and let's talk about how I can help you. So, how can I help? What do you need? Right? Best question you can ask. What is it that you need? And they're going to go, well, they're going to tell you, right? You must write this down, okay? Number one, write it down. Don't be in your car when you're on prospecting calls unless you have a great memory and you can remember everything they're saying. I have a really crappy memory, so I have to write things down. I will forget what I'm thinking about walking into the next room sometimes if I don't write shit down, okay? So very important that you understand this, that you implement this, that I'm telling you, okay? Listen, pay attention. Write down what they said, what their problem is, and then in their own words, repeat it back. Repeat that back to them and wrap the solution with their own words. Meaning, if they say, "I'm having an issue closing sales. My sales conversion is on my lead pages or my capture pages are 2%, which sucks, right?" You can say, "Okay, so it sounds like you're having, okay, so what I'm hearing is you're having an issue closing sales or converting sales, and on your capture pages you're only getting 1% conversions, correct? Am I hearing right?" They're going to say yes, right? No matter what it is that they say, you write it down, you repeat it back to them, and then you start to wrap in a solution. So think about the analogy that I gave you is with the doctor situation. You have to be a doctor that like your customers, your prospects are like your patients. You have to figure out their symptoms, figure out their problems first before you give the diagnosis. Because if I was just to come into your office and you say, "Hey, guess what? You have cancer." Well, how the hell do you know that? You know what I'm saying? You don't know me. You didn't ask ask me no questions. I just walked in. Were you looking at me? What I look like? What, am I radiating cancer? No, right? No, that's not how you do it. You have to ask the right questions. And also, you have to let them know that you're hearing them. That's why it's so important to repeat back to them in their same words, okay? In the same words that they used. You repeat it back to them. Same words that they used. Wrap the solution into it, okay? So important that you do that. Because so many of us will, and this is something I've done it before. I've gotten on a strategy call and I have lost a sale, a freaking $5,000 sale. You know how freaking mad I was about that? And it was because the person didn't feel like, first of all, I didn't send them anything. They had no recording of me. They had no idea who I was. It's like, who is this guy? You're just coming out of freaking thin air, really? I don't freaking think so. I was like, giving you $5,000, you better go right out. That's basically what they told me, right? In all these little delicate ways, right? But I didn't have anything to show them of value. They didn't know me. They didn't have 30 to 45 minutes of getting to know me before I even got on the phone call, right? And then I was just giving all these solutions before I really knew what the issue was. I thought I knew. I thought I knew, and I'm right. I mean, I was probably right about it. However, they didn't think that was their problem. If the customer, that's what you have to understand. If the customer or the person doesn't think what you think is their problem, and you go, here's your problem, right? Let me show you all the ways you're going to fix it and how much it's going to cost. People are going to be like, whoa, 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 whoa. I don't think that's my problem. And who the hell are you to tell them they're wrong? You're not. You're not. So that's why it's important to use their own language. Use their own language. Ooh, excuse me. My hair tickled my nose. Use their own language and wrap the solution into it. Oh, gosh, I hate when that happens. My hair is just everywhere. Okay. So, use their own language, wrap the solution into it. Very important. It's just going to keep you from losing sales. It really is. If you're not making sales, just understand that it's not that hard. It's really, really not that hard to make sales. And you don't have to be a salesperson like me. I've been in sales for 7 years. I know how to build rapport instantly on command with people. I know how to make people laugh. I can get a whole room. I can capture a whole room's attention if I really want to, without even saying anything. Just by walking in the room and projecting my energy. I can do it. I've done it before, and I love to do it. Sometimes it makes me, I get off on it. So, it's important that you understand these things. You don't have to know. You don't have to be a whiz at sales. But you must have a process. You must not give solutions before you understand what the problem is. That's why it's very important to ask questions, and that's why you must write them down, and you will write them down. You will. Now you will. After this training, you now are never going to go into a call without somebody watching your video, and without, when you do get on the call with them, without writing down what they said verbatim, okay, and then wrap your solution into it. You will not ever. And you're going to close more sales. After this training, you're going to close more sales. Because I said so. It's kind of funny. I need some more water. Why you aren't getting any sales? Well, you're not dumb, you know, maybe. You just need a process, right? You really just need a process. A process. From start to finish. Process, get value in front of them, get them on the phone. Close the sale. Also, webinars. After you send them the video, you get them on the phone, or excuse me, you send them your video, your audio, or your video training on a solution that's giving them a solution, like how to make more sales, like what I'm doing for you now. And you also, when they opt into that, your little follow-up series should automatically register them for your weekly webinars. Weekly interactive webinars. okay? Let me explain. If people are, joining your, if they're, watching your video and they're really, maybe they're on the fence about buying, maybe they just don't have the money, right, at that time, right? You have to continuously engage people in what you're doing. You have to interact with the marketplace, okay? Because, and the reason why it needs to be interactive, like this right now, I'm just recording and I'm training. It's not interactive, but I see there's, some viewers on there watching. That's cool. Totally cool. Hi, guys. You want your weekly live trainings to be interactive. Get people in there to ask questions, and then get so they can get in on the conversation, right? That is how you will figure out what your list wants and what your audience needs from you, right? And then the people that possibly didn't buy from you, the people that didn't buy from you before, right? They're seeing that you're constantly being engaged. They're getting invited to your weekly webinars. They're staying tuned into you. They're coming to you because they know you have the information they need, right? You know that they have the information. Wait, yeah, they know you have the information, right? So they're going to continue to come back, and then guess what? After a couple times of engaging with you, listening to your webinars, those same people who didn't have the money or who maybe were on the fence a little bit, just needed a little bit more, understanding of who you were to trust you, because some people are just skeptics, like, God, they're just, I'm skeptical because I just want to be skeptical. I have no good reason, but I'm just skeptical. Freaking, okay, get on my freaking webinar for 3 weeks, on my weekly training, and then perhaps you won't be skeptical and you can buy the product and, go eat bonbons with your, your boyfriend. So, weekly webinar, training. Let's draw my pen. It's not that hard. You see, I'm just, sitting here, I'm in, my living room, and I'm shooting you guys this stuff and drinking water and whatever. So, where was I at? I wish this was interactive so somebody could remind me where I was. Where was I? Yeah. So your webinars. Weekly webinars. The people that don't buy from you, they will eventually buy from you. The people that don't know you will begin to see that you are a pillar in the marketplace. You are somebody that is there, that is not going anywhere. You're not wavering from your goal. Hold on, excuse me. Okay, sorry. So your trainings are really designed to get interactive. And what's really cool is some people get so afraid of this. They're like, what if I don't know what to talk about? Ah. Like, okay, it's fine. It's totally fine, because guess what? You can invite other people that are experts, right? Other friends that are in your niche, that are in your company, like we do with Empower Network. Community is strong, right? We're very, very strong. And you can have your teammates and people hop on these webinars with you that can help you, that can bring personality, that can bring a different energy to it, to your webinar. And all you have to do is ask questions. That's it. You ask questions. Remember, you are collecting information, collecting data, and then figuring out the solution afterwards. Wrapping the solution into it, right? So you get a couple people on this Google Hangout or on your live training or however you want to do, GoToMeeting or whatever, right? Interactive meeting, and they can comment and ask questions and whatnot. Okay. So they can see that you are consistently delivering on what it is that you're offering, on what it is that you said you were going to do, right? These weekly webinars are your golden ticket, okay? If you're not doing a live training, then you're going to lose a lot of the sales that you would have gotten. Do you understand that? You're going to lose them. And guess what? They're not going to trust you. They're not going to know who the hell you are. They're not going to want to do business with you. They're not going to want to do anything, right? Understand that, okay? They're not going to want to do business with you. And you could be a great person. You could be somebody that offers so much value, for so long, I've been this monster salesperson. I've trained a lot of people, but I was an idiot and didn't record the trainings and, would have people on the line that really wanted to buy from me and pay me tens of thousands of dollars. But because I didn't have the right system, I didn't have a weekly live training, I didn't have a training to send out to people when I just first met them to opt in first. You don't ever just send somebody a link to watch it. You have to have a capture page, put name and email address so that you can add them to your list. You can continue to follow up with them, right? I didn't have any of this in place. So you know how much money I lost, how much time I wasted, how much money I lost just because that was not in place? It wasn't because I didn't have value. It wasn't because I didn't know what the hell I was talking about. It was because people didn't know me. They just don't know me. Now, we can be so big ego and think, well, everybody knows me, or, I was, on the cheerleading squad, and my whole school knew me, and my whole town knows me. Well, guess what? Even if 100,000 people or 200,000 people know you, there's 7 billion others who don't. And you're always in the business to acquiring new customers, so you're going to have a system that greets them with, hey, this is who I am, this is the value that I bring, let me teach you a little something, and then, boom, let me sell you something that's going to help you solve your problem. And voila, you have a thriving business, right? So, super, super important that you understand this. If you're not getting sales, why you're not getting sales? Ask yourself, why? Do you have a follow-up? Do you have an autoresponder? Are you sending people to a capture page where they can get a free gift from you? Do you have anything of value recorded? And do you even know who your target market is? These are things that you must and you need to know, right? In order to be successful online. I am going to be wildly successful online, right? I'm not as I should be in a way like I should be so super guru by now, but because I didn't record a lot of these really great trainings that I did, and I didn't implement these things and have my follow-up in place, it's probably going to take me another 90 days to be super famous and all over the place, right? Boo-hoo. But anyways, it's still, I could have been, there 90 days ago, or, a year, 2 years ago, had I already had this stuff implemented, right? So make sure that you're doing that, because when you do, things will start to shift for you. Also in your webinars, when you start doing these things, you become a better speaker. You become a better speaker. You just start to, it's like your subconscious just starts bubbling up. It's like all this information that you've learned, all these trainings that you've been to, all the people that you've met, all the experience that you have just surfaces. It comes to the surface, and then it's like it just comes out, and you're just flowing with information. You start to flow with value, and it's easy, right? That's what you have to do. So if you're a part of any MLM company, I don't care what it is, make sure you get yourself set up. That's why in Empower Network, we have it. It's $25 to get started. You can get started right away. You can have a blog. You can start reselling that blog, start making money, then get some higher ticket you're going to have to purchase the higher ticket products, right, to to make more money, the higher end products, higher end commissions. But you can get started with that, right? And start learning these things. Start offering value. The value inside of something like the Empower Network. You can take that training, listen to one of those trainings, go shoot a video, and then go offer it to your market, your niche, to your audience. Go offer it to them. It doesn't have to be that much, guys. It doesn't matter what company you're in. I don't care if you think, because you're in a network marketing company and they tell you, go invite all your friends and family to this, home meeting. In North America, nobody freaking does. Nobody likes you in their house in North America. Like, seriously. People freaking hate you in their house. That's why I'm moving to Costa Rica, because this is, I'm going to take offline to a whole nother level when I move to Costa Rica next month. But nobody likes you in their freaking house. So nobody wants to come to your dirty house. Not to say all your houses are dirty, but a lot of people have crappy houses. Nobody wants to go sit on your couch that you made love to your husband on. They're thinking like, I wonder what they did on this couch. Like, nobody wants to do that, right? Like, just to come and sit for a business opportunity that's gonna, cost them $500 to get in, and we're gonna make all this money if you get 3 and get 3 and get 3 and get 3. Nobody's gonna do that. Like, no. You offer value first. If you want to do something like that, offer a training at your house. Offer a way to generate $5K in the next 90 days. And you lay out a plan, and then you wrap the solution. The solution is the BizOp, right? Don't just freaking think that the days are still here that you can push play on your DVR and show your company video, and people are going to magically join, and the heavens are going to open, and you get your car bonus, and woo! No, it doesn't happen like that, okay? Value. A lack of value is why you aren't getting any sales. Now, you can change all that if you get inside the Empower Network system for $25. $25. Everybody has freaking $25, okay? You get in for $25, you start learning these things, you start implementing just in the 8 core commitments. You're going to learn how to market daily, how to blog daily, how to do the things that you need to do on a daily basis to promote your business and get the sales. Just on the first video, you can go, if you don't know anything at all, anything, you can go to one of the core commitments, which is market daily. Listen to that video. Go do a training on it, a Google Hangout, like I'm doing now. Okay, you can do that, and record it, right? And then as you're reaching out to people, that can be your value, right? Teaching people why they need to market daily, why they need a constant flow of people coming into their inbox so that they can sell to. It's important. You don't have a business if you don't have it, right? So by you not getting these things, by you not understanding and investing in yourself, only $25, by you not doing that, you're actually slowing down your process, your progress. You're actually not going to move forward. You are actually going to be disappointing your family yet again because you just didn't make the money that you needed. You just couldn't make the rent this time because that deal didn't go through, or that person didn't sign up with you that you were so sure was going to sign up. Doesn't that suck? Doesn't that suck to just continue to fail and fail and fail, and everybody around you is just looking at you like, knew it! Knew they were going to fail. You know what I mean? Do you want that more? Do you still want that? Or are you ready to step up and really, really do what it takes? Or ask yourself that. Look inside. Go inward. And say, am I really ready to do what it takes to make this happen? Or is this just some freaking pipe dream that I have about making money on the internet and traveling the world? Ask yourself that, okay? Because I guarantee you, some of you guys need to understand, you need to realign your core values because you have no freaking idea. I was there too. I'm not mad at you. I'm just saying. I've done it. It just makes me mad because I did the same thing. I did the same thing for so long. Not offering enough value. Not getting myself out there. No weekly webinars. You freaking kidding me? You know how many thousands of dollars I miss? You know how many freaking Michael Kors handbags I could have had already? Freaking annoying. Anyways, that doesn't matter. Michael Kors handbags are another subject. However, these are things you have to implement, folks. You have to implement these things, okay? If you want to make sales. This is why you're not getting sales. You're not offering value. You have no follow-up system. But after today, you will. You are going to make a decision. I know, because I've, even hearing myself, I've recommitted. I always do that. Every time I hear myself, I recommit. who knows? Maybe I've listened to a lot of great speakers, so I'm subconsciously channeling them. And you're going to make a decision. You're going to make a decision today to no longer hold back your value and hold back inside and be afraid of getting yourself out there, because guess what? It's not hard. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to start generating money online. Do you know there's somebody right now who has a list size, an email database list size of 1,000, less than 1,000 people, I think of 930, something stupid like that, and he makes documented profits over $1 million a year, makes a 6-figure monthly income, less than 1,000 people on the list? Are you freaking kidding me? That's value. You think this guy is just saying, buy my shit, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, here, buy some more, buy some more. No, he is offering value. He is the go-to person. He has a little hub that people come to for their problems, and he solves them. And he makes 6-figure income. Your income is directly correlated to how much value you bring. Jam it in there. Dominate your industry. 10x your efforts, okay? 10x your efforts. Like Grant Cardone says, 10x your efforts. The reason why people fail is because they lack the effort. It's not because they lack knowledge. It's not because they're dumb. Some people are legit dumb, but not everybody's dumb. You know what I mean? Especially if you're an entrepreneur and you're focused, you're just not giving the effort. You're not giving the energy towards the right things that you need to be, so that you can get the results that you want. Make sense? So make a decision. By now, you've already made a decision to implement some new strategies. And by now, you're probably thinking that I need to go ahead and make this happen for myself, make this happen for my family, because enough is enough. 2014 will be over before we know it. We'll be into 2015, and who the hell wants to be broke in 2015? Not me, right? It's not going to happen. No. I'll be in the mountains of Costa Rica drinking coffee, shooting cool videos. Meanwhile, you can, hopefully you're not like sitting on somebody's stoop talking about nothing, flipping through Facebook, looking at the notifications you don't have, because nobody wants to talk to you because everybody's out doing cool stuff, right? Come on. So by now, you're ready. You are ready. The best way you can get started is investing in yourself, having information so that you can go back and teach, and then also positioning yourself to earn more money. If you're only able to earn 30% little teensy-weensy little commissions, that's okay if you like that, but now it's time to really step it up. You need to have a system in place, and you need to be able to offer something of value so that people will buy from you. People will join your opportunity. And for $25, you can get started now, right now, and be able to unlock being positioned to earn more money right now. So what I want you to do is I want you to email me or Facebook me at claritybreakthrough, through is spelled out, THROUGH, @gmail.com. And the first 20 people that email me, I'm going to add you to my private mastermind group where we go in depth into sales. And I will have other people, other gurus that are really ridiculous at sales. And they're going to be in this mastermind group. And they're going to help give information. They're going to help channel information, funnel information to you for how to make more sales quicker, faster, easier, and more effectively. So email me at claritybreakthrough@gmail.com, or you can add me on Facebook, Sharisa Huffman. But either way, get in touch with me. It's time. You don't have to suffer any longer. You don't have to be confused, okay? Just go ahead and make a decision. Actually, by now, I think you already have. So thank you all for watching, and I hope I really provided a lot of value for you. And of course, in the mastermind group, and when you join and join my team, I'm going to continue to deliver you a lot of value. I like things simple. I like things to be clear, like my path lit up all the way to how I'm supposed to do something. When the brain can see how, when the brain actually, this is the reason why people, one more thing. This is why people shut down or go into no productivity. I've done it before. I've been there. It's because their brain cannot see how something's going to happen, right? They can't see it, right? So if they can't see how, if the brain can't see how something's going to happen, then it will just shut down. The little monkey chatter will come in and say, well, you can't do that. You've never done this before. You don't know what you're talking about. Nobody's ever trusted you. You're whatever. Like all these stuff just comes up in your mind, right? It's monkey chatter, monkey brain. I don't know why I think that's so funny, like monkey chatter, monkey brain. I don't know. It's like certain words really like make me laugh, like fork. Anyway, so the reason why people can't seem to really get what it is that they need, right? Like they can't get into productivity. They can't produce results or the results that they want. You're always producing results. There's no such thing as failure. There's only feedback and results. They're not producing the results that they want. It's because their brain doesn't have a map or a layout of how they're going to get things done. That's why mind mapping is so important. If you don't know what mind mapping is, Google it. Google mind mapping, and there's some really great resources out there for how you actually, your brain needs to be able to see and visualize how something's going to happen. It has to. It has to be able to see and visualize that. Because if it can't, it's going to give you all the reason whys you can't. Your subconscious is going to come and attack you. It's gonna Money Mayweather. It's gonna knock you out. It's gonna be like, no, not happening, right? Telling you. It's how it is. So I want to give you resources for how you can make sure that your brain sees how. I want to give you the how. Right? As I was growing up, everybody always wanted to tell me surface stuff. Just do this because I said so. Well, screw you! I don't know how and I don't know why. So no, I'm not doing it. So I got in trouble pretty much every year of my life. Still do sometimes. Not that bad, but who cares? So, make a decision. It's time to figure out the how. Give your brain clear action steps onto how you can make it happen. Okay? And I promise you, you will start to produce the results that you want. All right, now I'm off. I got to go run to the gym. So, hope you guys found value. And connect with me. Facebook, Sharessa Huffman, SHARESSA, Huffman, HUFFMAN. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.